When I'm done with this park, the only secrets that'll be found in it are in the campers that have upside down pineapples on the side of them. We're back at Edward Medard Park because I got challenged for a game of pollution go seek by a local bureaucrat. He says the park is all safe. Go out there and enjoy its amenities. Well, I'm going to show you all exactly what he's leaving out when he says that. Welcome to the northwest corner of Edward Medard Park, formerly known as the Pleasant Grove landfill. It's unlined. This is one of the pipes that lets the gas out of the ground. Back in the 90s, this place was oozing this weird black goop that was full of heavy metals and lead out here into the street by my pickup truck. Today, this tree line right here and over here, they want to build 1,900 homes and an energy industrial complex on top of an old phosphate mine turned Superfund site. And I deduce that this bureaucrat has lashed out at me because he's trying to justify building on an old phosphate mine turned Superfund site. The county won't tell you this, but the reason swimming was prohibited from Medard Park was because this landfill is leaking pollutants into Medard Reservoir. That's why they don't use it as a drinking reservoir. Don't take this as something I made up. This is the landlord of the county park, Swiftmud, that published this findings. The landfill was capped years later in the early 2000s. The Department of Environmental Resources said they should fence it off and put no trespassing signs on top of it. However, the fence is there, but they never put up any signs for trespassing. So you're able to walk right on top of this place. Hillsborough County is supposed to be doing groundwater monitoring around this old unlined landfill. Except according to their landlord, Swiftmud, they sporadically monitor groundwater. I'm not sure how Hillsborough County can monitor the water quality sporadically with no monitoring wells. Don't believe me? Check out this map from Swiftmud. They tell you exactly where the monitoring wells are, and there is none next to this landfill. These are what monitoring wells look like. I didn't see any around the Pleasant Grove landfill. So how are you monitoring groundwater pollution for heavy metals? Here we are at the fishing pier at Edward Medard Park. Remember, that bureaucrat said to enjoy all of the community's amenities. Does that include the unlined landfill in the northwest corner of Medard Park that has polluted the lake and resulted in a ban on swimming but not fishing? Let's go ahead and look at the warnings. You get a warning about alligators and snakes. You get a warning to make sure that you have your fishing license and no cast net pets or bicycles are allowed. You get no warning about the landfill in the northwest corner of the park and the pollution that has made its way into this 700-acre lake. Here we are at hole number 14 on the disc golf course at Medard. Here's the old mining cut. I'm not even on the ground yet, and this thing's telling me it's a high reading. This is old phosphate tailings. People in my videos know exactly why this meter is this high. It's because of this blue-green clay, blue-gray clay right here. Oh yeah, because that's where the phosphate used to sit. The American Cyanamide Company left a lot of old phosphate remnants out here. Now they're out here telling you everything's safe because they did a limited test. But they didn't test everywhere. You can go a few feet over and get a normal reading. Now there's hole 14, and we're gonna travel right up there to them trees where there's not much blue, green, gray clay. And just like that, we got a normal reading. We got a high one right there on top of that green, gray clay that the phosphate industry says that's where they get their ore from. Why do you think they used a third party to test out here for radiation instead of using the Florida Department of Health? Because a third party will tell you the results you want for the right amount of money. Why do you think you can't get the results from the commissioner's page and he's sending you for a public records request to see the results? Because it takes time for them to process that public record request. And by then you might have forgotten that you even put it in and you won't go back to check the system. Some things about Medard Park are hidden in plain sight, like it was given to us by the American Cyanamide Company. The American Cyanamide Company created a Superfund site in Bridgewater, New Jersey. They also created a Superfund site right across the street from Medard Park called the Sydney Sludge Pond. As Cat Williams said, they want you to believe that I'm a regular old comedian with a Geiger meter who's bitter and jealous. In actuality, I'm a father who never got to meet his unborn child because my wife drank contaminated well water that was high in nitrates. Nitrates cause blue baby syndrome, it causes miscarriages, also causes gastrointestinal issues that I now have from drinking the well water myself. It also causes livestock to die, and I lost a lot of my goats because I gave them contaminated water. And how do the bureaucrats explain away the local residents that live near the park that have seen my videos that say you should see all the cancer clusters that have been reported around this park? I had the Florida Department of Health come out and test my water. They said it was high in nitrates, but it was under the state standard. But nobody told me that I would be at risk, or my family or livestock would. That's what bureaucrats are good for, and I hope they all turn scarlet after watching this video. I'm Matt the Welder. God bless America, and I really miss John Candy. And if you were looking to donate to my campaign, I encourage you to donate to the GoFundMe I have set up for the Hurricane Helene victims.